What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Angel, and in today's video I'm going to be showcasing to you guys a carry movement workout. Basically, with this workout, all I'm going to be doing is carrying my keg back and forth roughly 50 feet, maybe even 60 feet, and then I'm going to be doing a yoke carry, and it's going to be new to me just because with this particular yoke style carry, it's going to be with chains and then with my kegs, and that's going to make it very difficult because the water and the chains are going to be wobbling all over the place, and I'm going to be having to stabilize the entire workout. One thing to keep in mind when we're performing these exercise programs, I just want you guys to think that it's always the simplest answer. You do not need an overcomplicated workout program in order to see results, and keeping in mind that if you are natural, it's even easier to get the gains that you're looking for from a very simple workout program. As I've always said throughout my videos, adaptation and growth is based upon a linear progression. So long as you are always adding a little bit of weight to the bar, you are always going to be getting stronger, and you do not need to be training to failure in every single set. I've been training for 15 years off and on, and I kind of have a pretty good understanding of what my body's capable of, and I usually know instinctually when I hit my limits. So yeah, just keep in mind, follow your heart in regards to your workout programs. If you're feeling like your form's starting to get sloppy and you're really not performing all that well, I would really consider you discontinuing the workout and preparing yourself for the next following workout thereafter. You know, adaptation and growth really doesn't take too long to achieve. Your workout programs can be as little as 45 minutes, and you can receive way better results off of an effective workout program than one that you might be running for, like, say, an hour and a half to like 2 hours. Anybody who's at the gym for 2 hours a day, 5 days per week, is somebody that is wasting their time in the gym, and you are obviously not training hard enough. You might think that you're training hard just because you're there for a long period of time, but I can assure you, if you are training for 2 hours every time that you're going into the gym, your volume is way too high and your weights are not heavy enough. Now, that being said, if you are somebody who's an assisted athlete, you will benefit from having these 2 hour long workout periods. I would really invite that you split them up, preferably an hour in the morning and an hour at night. And the reason why you can do this as a natural athlete is because you are in a constant state of protein synthesis, and you really don't have to worry about recovery. For the most part, depending on what you're blasting, if you're sitting around at 500 milligrams of test per week, you will have absolutely no issues in recovery in regards to high volume workouts. This is where a lot of people get themselves hurt and injured, and that's because they end up following a program that is written by people who are on steroids. You know, whether it be in Flex magazine back in 2002 or whether it be in today's standards where it's like something like bodybuilding.com, you're going to find articles that are written by people who have decided to go down the path of assisted athlete, and they really don't know or don't remember what it's like to be natural. Somebody who's natural, rocking a high volume workout, and high volume just basically means that you are doing, say, 4 to 5 exercises per muscle group, and you are doing anywhere from 3 sets of 12 to 15 to absolute failure every set. This is basically going to mean that you are only going to be training that muscle group maybe once a week, and you probably won't be recovered from that workout for 4 days. If you're assisted, you'll be recovered by the next day, if not by that night, if you work out early in the morning. You know, so I really don't invite for you natural athletes out there to be doing it, hence why I've decided to come up with this Natty video blog. With this Natty video blog, what I will be doing is showcasing to you guys natural progression, you know, just what you can expect linearly in terms of strength gains, in terms of weight loss, and yada yada yada. And then maybe at some point I might just rock a cycle, and then I will start doing what I would consider natty to not. So if that's something that you guys might be interested in, leave your comment down below, and I will be sure to consider whether or not I decide to take that channel in that direction. Alright, anyway, let me get to this workout, and I hope you have a wonderful day.
Do society a deed before you make decisions. Pick up a book and read and understand that every success has a seed.
Only because behind that success is a patient individual who did his work and is able to lead.
But I'm not a born leader.
What a poor excuse.
And those things called excuses get you 0% closer to your goal.
The greatest leaders lead from the back. A humility that is so powerful, it makes the impossible possible.
Their light is so dim, it's luminescent. Their footsteps are so quiet, they're thunderous. And their presence is so unknown, it's illustrious.
As a leader, you must make your own decisions. You must fill your days with positive habits and repeatedly complete them, day in and day out. Take your mind and your heart, combine them. Dig out your passion and build greater people of that passion. Don't preach what you can't do. Whatever you do, do not be a hypocrite. Being a leader consists of work. You must lead by example.
But when I made a decision to walk away, when I made a decision, I made a decision that I was gonna live the way I wanted to live.
Are we always gonna make the right decision, yes or no? Absolutely not, no way in a million years. But most people don't have the guts to make the tough decisions because they want to make the right decision, so they make no decision.
But for some reason or another, you've been holding back. For some reason or another, you just have not been able to gather your nerves or be able to work through the procrastinating or putting it off or justifying or blaming. Some reason or another, you just haven't done it.
I want you to know that your life right now is the sum total of your decisions. So I need you to do me a favor. I need you from this day forward for the rest of your life, make a decision.
Decision making is the force that shapes destiny, personal, corporate, business destiny. So if you're going to control your life, the way you take control is by making new choices. If you don't like how things are, what do you got to do? Change it. And to change it, you have to make a decision. And by the way, leaders make decisions. That's what makes somebody a leader. They have the guts to make the most difficult decisions nobody else has the guts to make. And they know they're going to be wrong. But if they're wrong, what will they do? They'll know what they want, they see it's not working, and they'll do what? Change it, which means they'll make another decision, do something new, and see if it works. That's the essence of how we grow.
You know what I did to get where I am right now?
Whew. So that was a full keg. And I think that's my working weight for sure. I'm gonna do maybe 4 or 5 sets of that. We'll see how I go. And then we'll hook up the kegs to the axle bar and we'll see what happens.
But they tax our minds, they drain our energy, they create a lot of anxiety and nervousness. Because we don't take care of it. We decide not to decide, which is a decision. Deciding to decide, to act, is a major, major challenge for all of us at different points in different areas of our lives. And there are things that happen to us along the way, experiences that we have that prevent us from working through the mental block of acting, of doing those things that we know we ought to do. What is there that you know you need to do, that you want to do this, but for some reason or another, you've been holding back? For some reason or another, you just have not been able to gather your nerves or be able to work through the procrastinating or putting it off or justifying or blaming. Some reason or another, you just haven't done it. And you know you ought to do this. You really want to do this, but you don't know why you haven't done it. Because in order to begin to reinvent your life, you've got to make a conscious, deliberate, determined effort. But you really got to put all of yourself into it. It's very challenging to act, to do those things. There are times when you're looking at it and you say, I know I need to do this, but I don't feel like it. I don't want to do it. I know I need to do it, yet leave me alone. No. I don't want to do it. I think that among the things that prevent us from acting is the fear of failure. And if you've already failed, You don't want to fail again. The pain of that. The disappointment. The fear of loss is another thing. Because many times when we do those things that we know we need to do, we feel that we might lose somebody that we love very much and care about. We don't want to hurt anybody. Many of us don't act because we want other people's approval. We want everybody to like us and to accept us. And that's not possible. Many of us don't do the things that we want to do and don't act because of lack of self-confidence. We don't believe enough in ourselves. Some people won't act until there's a crisis situation. We don't have the courage, and that's what it takes, courage. It takes guts to do that which you know you need to do. If you don't have the courage to act, life many times will move on you and make you act. Life will whoop your butt so bad. You will be so miserable, you will catch so much hell, you say, yes, I will do it. What do you want me to do? Take me. See, many things we don't do is because of the fact we want people to like us. There's some necessary losses in life. When you decide acting in your best interest, you're going to lose some friends. Everybody's not going to approve of you. There's some people that don't like you. Who do you think you are? You're arrogant. What do you think you can do? You think you can get away with that? You're selfish. Ask yourself, what's blocking you? What's preventing you from acting? Why don't you have the courage to handle that? Why won't you face that? What are you running away from? What kind of avoidance behavior are you engaged in?
Exercise your willpower to change direction. Set some higher goals. Reach for some higher purpose. Go for something beyond what you thought you could do. Face all your fears. That's how you conquer them. Say, here's what I'm afraid of. I wonder what I could do to change that. Pick a new destination and start going that way. Now, you can change one little degree at a time, or if you want to, you can revolutionize the whole thing. Who says you couldn't revolutionize the whole thing in a week's time and start a brand new direction that will most assuredly help you arrive in a brand new place a year from now, 3 years from now? No telling 5 years from now where you could arrive. Use your willpower to start the process. Anybody can change. You don't have to repeat last year. Clean up the errors. Invest it now in the next year. Watch it make the difference.
I want you to know when you dream your dream that there are other people who are dreaming the exact same dream. When you said to yourself when the ball comes down, this is what I want to accomplish, you're not the only person that wants to accomplish it. And now I ask you this question, what do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want? What do you do when you're not the only one that wants to make $1 million in your company? You're not the only one that wants to be a CEO. What if you're not the only one that wants what you want? What if there are thousands of other people who want what you want? You have to outwork them. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You've gotta execute, and you've gotta go from 70 to 120. I wish I could tell you 70% is enough, but it's not gonna happen. You need to understand something. You can have it if you want, but the bigger the dream, the harder the grind.
We're taught in football to fight from the first whistle to the last whistle. It doesn't matter how tired you are. It doesn't matter how much pain you're in. And it doesn't matter what that scoreboard says. You give it everything you got. And I know I've been through a lot in my life. Things that most people would give up going through. But as long as I have breath in my lungs, I'm gonna fight for the life I deserve. And for the life that my family deserves. And I challenge you, whatever you're going through, it doesn't matter what you're going through, to leave it all out on the field, and to fight for 4 quarters. Because as long as there's time left on that clock, you're still in the game. So never give up.
You've lost lost again and again and again. The lights are cut off, but you're still looking at your dream, reviewing it every day and say to yourself, it's not over until I win. If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win.
Listen to me very closely. Winners win and losers lose. And there are those of you out there, you lose it and you don't deserve to lose. You put in the work, you worked hard and you lose it. And I need you to do me a favor. This is the year to turn that around.
The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, I'm the one, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry.
Listen to me very closely. Some of you are broke. Listen to me, you flat out broke, right? You ain't got gas money. And we're not just talking about money. You broke in your relationships, you broke in your health, and you're not broke because you have to be, right? And I'm telling you, your whole life is gonna change. If you would get off the couch, stop playing video games,